I had a driving lesson today and I saw my old driving instructor while I was driving with my current driving instructor, and when I tell you I wanted to cry because that man clocked me at the same time and it was so awkward, and he scares me. I don't know why, but he scares me. So a little backstory: I study paramedic science and obviously I need a driving license to drive the ambulance, but I didn't have one, so I started taking driving lessons from this guy, and he would make me like really anxious. He wasn't the best driving instructor, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like him very much. But the main reason as to why it's so awkward is because we ended things on bad terms. So I got to a point driving with this man where I realised that I wasn't learning much. I was getting really stressed out, really anxious while driving, and I would literally stop breathing to the point where he would have to like remind me to breathe and take a deep breath. Anyways, as you know, driving lessons are expensive, they're not cheap, right? And I'm a student. I was working full-time, part-time, and like saving up and using some of my savings to drive. I realised it wasn't worth me taking lessons with this man, and so I was like, cool, I need to stop taking lessons with him. And so I texted him because I wanted to stop taking lessons with him, and at the time I couldn't afford it. Basically, he wanted me to pay for a lesson that I'd never taken, and he was confused as to why I had stopped taking lessons with him, because he was like, you've got a new job now. I thought you were gonna like work and use some of that money to take lessons. Anyways, we had like this little argument on text, and it resulted in me not giving him the money for the lesson that I hadn't actually taken, so who knew? I got a new driving instructor who I feel like I'm learning a lot better with, alhamdulillah. I don't get stressed out, like I feel like I'm learning at a good pace. And I was driving, not today, but like this is a while back, I was driving with my current driving instructor and we pulled up at a set of traffic lights, and I'm sat here and guess who I clock is like opposite me on this set of traffic lights? My old driving instructor, who I said I had stopped taking lessons because I couldn't afford to take lessons anymore. And that man made eye contact with me, and it was the most awful, like God knows how many seconds of my entire life, because we were just sat there. I couldn't go anywhere because it was a red light. I had such a good incentive to like run that red light, but I didn't. And then today, as I'm doing a parallel park, guess who shows up with his pupil? I hated it. I literally just wanted to cry. It was horrible.